Good day everyone. So my name is Michelle Edfincula from BS Ed 3 Mathematics. So for today's lesson, I will discuss the problem solving, definition, and process. And now let us proceed to the objective of this lesson. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to first, define the problem solving and its importance in a real-life situation. Second, identify the steps in the problem solving process. And the last one is apply problem solving techniques in various scenarios. So let us now proceed to the definition of problem solving. So the first definition of problem solving, sabi dyan, is problem solving is the process of identifying an existing problem, determining the root cause or causes of the problem, deciding the best course of action in order to solve the problem. So it means that problem solving is always seeking a solution to solve the problem, and there are processes that we will discuss later. So the second definition of problem solving, sabi dyan, it is a fundamental skills when it comes in education, business, and daily life. So bakit kaya siya tinawag na fundamental skills pagdating sa education? Kasi because we encounter problems in all aspects of our life, 'di ba? So pagdating sa education, students are constantly faced with challenges in their studies. So from understanding complex concepts to completing their assignments. So when it comes naman sa business, so some businesses are face a wide range of problems. So from managing finances to developing new product, and effective problem solving is essential for finding a solutions and adapting to change and also achieving their success. So pagdating naman sa daily life, we are all know that we encounter problems in everyday. So in everyday lives, diba? So for example, from simple tasks like fixing a broken appliances, or to more complex issues is like navigating a relationship or managing finances. So problem solving help us to find solutions and overcome these obstacles, and also improve our lives, diba? So another definition of problem solving is, sabi dyan, is mathematical problem solving may help students to improve and develop the standard ability to solve real life problems by Reyes et al. 2001. So sabi dyan ni Reyes et al. So it means lang na that math problems train students to think systematically and analyze information, and also apply their logical reasoning skills. And by that, they can solve the real life or the real world challenges. So next is, sabi dyan, is to develop critical thinking skills and reasoning by Schoenfeld 1992 and Sean and Charles 2023. So it means that math pushes students to think critically. So they learn to identify patterns, analyze data, and also evaluate arguments. And by that, they can justify their conclusions. And also they state again, sabi nila, is to gain deep understanding concept. So problem solving daw is to gain deep understanding concept. So kasi nga, so sa pagdating sa pag-solving math problems, is not just about getting the right answer. So it is about the understanding the underlying principles and applying those concepts to the various scenarios. And by that, they can build a strong foundation of mathematical knowledge. And the last, according to Dan Dane 2009, sabi niya, and to work in groups. So problem solving is to work in groups, cooperate with and interact with each other. Ayan. So kasi pagdating kasi sa classroom, pagdating kasi sa math classroom, yung collaborative problem solving is nakakatulong sa mga bata na ini-encourage sila na magkaroon ng teamwork, communication, and respect for diverse perspective, di ba? So dito, students learn to listen and share their ideas and work together towards a common goal. So This definition of problem solving is highlights the benefits of mathematical problem solving for students, not just in terms of math skills, but also in developing essential life skills. And next, so the question is, why is problem solving important? So sabi dyan, si problem solving is important because helps in making informed decisions. Second, encourage critical thinking and creativity. Third, enhance teamwork and collaboration. And the last one is essential in careers, academic, and personal growth. So this part, so we already mentioned it on the previous slide. So I no longer have to discuss it again. So let us move on. So ayan. So let us now proceed to the problem solving process. So meron siyang 6 na process pagdating sa problem solving. So first is identify the problem. Second, analyze the problem. Third, generate possible solutions. Fourth is evaluate and choose the best solution. Fifth is implement the solution, and the last one is review and reflect. So isa-isahin natin kung paano ba siya So let us know. So pagdating sa first process or the step 1 is identify the problem. So sabi dyan, clearly define the issue. So ibig sabihin, alamin muna natin kung ano ba yung problema. Kaya nga dyan ay may tanong, what is problem? What needs to be fixed? Or ano ba yung mga issues? So, sa step 1, always remember na identify the problem. So, we need to first alamin kung ano ba yung pinagmulan, ano ba yung problema, So, yun ang first step. So, the second step for problem solving is analyze the problem. So, sabi dyan is understand the root cause of the issue. So, ang tanong naman dito is ask why is this happening, what factors are involved. So, pagdating dito is, di ba sa step 1 is inalam natin kung ano ba yung problema. So, dito pagdating sa number 2, kailangan nating unawain kung ano ba yung nangyari o ano ba yung mga naging dahilan kung bakit nangyari yung ganong problema. So, the next step is generate possible solution. So, dito, brainstorm multiple solutions and think creatively and critically. So, pagdating dito sa number 3, dito ka na mag-iisip ng iba't ibang mga possible solution pagdating sa iyong problema. For example, yung na-encounter mong problema is meron kang problema pagdating sa time management. So, pagdating dito sa possible solutions, is mag-iisip ka, ano ba yung mga possible solutions na pwede mong gawin, di ba? For example, dahil nga nahihirapan kang mag-manage ng time, pwede kang, mga possible solutions na iyong ilista or gawin is, unang-una, is mag-create ka ng time frame, tsaka mag-create ka din ng mga reminders or mga listahan ng mga deadlines, at isa pa is pwede din magkaroon ka ng mga yung daily schedules. Ayan. So, yun yung mga possible solution. So, pagkatapos mong alamin kung ano yung mga possible solutions, let us now proceed to the step 4. Sabi dyan, evaluate and choose the best solution. So, dito, compare possible solutions, consider effectiveness, feasibility, and impact. So, dito, dahil nga dun sa mga solutions na iyong naisip, so pipili ka dun kung ano ba talaga yung pinaka-best na solution. So, kung sa palagay mo ang best solution dun sa pagkakaroon mo ng poor time management, so possible na ang naisip mong possible na best solution dun is mag-create ka ng daily schedule. So, yun yung napili mo. So, dito yun, pipili ka na ng pinaka-the best mong solution. So, and step 5 is implement the solution. So, sa step 4, nakapili na tayo ng solution na gagamitin natin. So, dito naman sa step 5 is we need to put it into action. So, implement the solution. Dito mo na isasagawa yung iyong naisip na solution dun sa iyong kinakaharap na problema. So pagdating naman sa step 6, review and reflect. Ayan. So pagdating dito, sabi dyan, evaluate whether the solution worked. And ask, did the problem get solved? Or what can be improved? So dito, magkakaroon ka na ng review or reflect pagdating sa yung problem. Kung yung bang possible solution o yung bang ginamit mong solution ay naging matagumpay ba or nag-work ba siya, na-solve ba yung problema mo, at kung sabi diyan, at kung hindi naman na-solve yung problema mo, so you need to adjust and try another approach, so mag-isip ka ulit ng mga possible solution na pwedeng umakma dun sa or ma-solve yung problema mo. So yun lang yung process, yung 6 na process sa problem solving. So first is, again, is identify the problem. Second is, pag sinabing identify, you need to know what is the problem. Then second is analyze the problem, and you need to understand the problem. Then 3 is generate possible solutions. So dito mag-create ka ng mga possible solutions. Ano ba yung mga posibleng solution na pwede mong ibigay para mas resolbahan yung iyong problem. So 4th is evaluate and choose the best solution. So dito napipili ka na kung ano yung best solution. So then sa 5 is implement the solution. Dito na sa 5 is i-action mo na dito mo na i-implement yung solution na naisip mo. Then 6 is dito mo titingnan kung nag-work ba yung iyong solution or kailangan ba ng adjustment o kailangan mo bang mag-try ng another approach. Ayan. So dito lang natatapos ang ating discussion, but before I end this lesson, let me first discuss the summary of key points. So first is, problem solving is systematic approach to addressing issues. So na-discuss naman natin kanina kung paano ang problem solving is nakakatulong sa ating daily lives, di ba? Kung paano nito nare-resolbahan yung mga challenges or mga problems na na-encounter natin. So the second one is the 6 steps helps break down and resolve the problem efficiently. So kung susundan natin yung 6 steps ng process ng problem solving, mas maaalwanan tayong i-solve yung problem. So pagdating sa math, di ba, kadalasan may mga problems tayo na hindi agad natin naiintindihan kasi nga alilimutan natin yung process. So first, we need to identify muna, we need to understand ano ba yung possible mga solution. So ganun pagdating sa mga math problems. So then the last is applying problem solving skills leads to better decision and success. So na-discuss din naman natin dito kanina kung paano nakakatulong din yung pag-a-apply ng problem solving sa ating real life situation. So before I end this discussion, iiwan ako sa inyong quotation. Sabi diyan, a problem is a chance for you to do your best by Duke Ellington. So, ibig sabihin, kapag may mga problema tayong kinakaharap o may na-encounter tayong problema, i-grab natin yung opportunity to do our best. Kasi dito, mai-enhance yung ating skills. At dito din, made-develop natin yung ating mga, ganun din yung ating mga abilities. So, kasi kapag may problema tayong kinakaharap, ibig sabihin, tinitest tayo kung hanggang saan yung makakaya natin. Tinitest din tayo kung hanggang saan pa yung kaya natin gawin. Kaya nga, ang sabi, problem is a chance for you to do your best. So, ibig sabihin, kapag may mga problema or may mga challenges tayo or mga obstacles na kinakaharap, it is time, ito yung process ng paglago ng bawat isa sa atin. So, that's all for today. So, thank you for listening.